I am on mute. Hello, hello, and welcome, everyone. I am Lizzie, your host of the LizyT Show. How are you doing this beautiful afternoon here in Toronto, Canada? I am so excited to be able to bring to you another creator, another entrepreneur, another person with an amazing idea, which got me by surprise. It's something that when you think to yourself, I should have thought of this. Well, today is the day. And you probably will be wondering yourself, I should have thought of this. This is such a great idea. This is something that we all of us need, and especially in the last few years where the world came to a stop all over the world, and we've been caught up sitting up on our computers, and something happens that time just flies by, and all of a sudden you look at yourself, especially for myself, that I'm on media and radio and helping and coaching 3, 4, 6 hours sometimes just flies by, and you're not getting up, you're not getting circulation, and what do? Well, I have the answer for you today. I am so excited to be able to bring somebody who is a retired Navy, right from New Jersey, also a creator, a father of a beautiful little girl, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, so it is going to be a ride for you to be able to get an idea. How do I separate myself from the apparatus, the computers, and the tablets, and the cell phones? And I think we have an answer. I'm hoping that you are watching today or will be watching later on. You can ask questions, or remember, chats are open. We are all over social media, Instagram, we are on Facebook. We are on here it is. Um, YouTube, obviously, our YouTube channel, and the list goes on. So the app, as you can see it on the screen, is Next Time App Reminder. But I am going to bring my guests who will explain to us everything that we need to know within regards to how to break the cycle, and how to be able to help us with this incredible need of how to break how to break ourselves from the computer. That is really it. How can we break ourselves from the computer? So, without further ado, everyone, without taking so long, let's welcome our guest with a wonderful rum. Hello, hello, Jason, and welcome to virtually Toronto, Canada. How are
Always
you
wanted to
doing this
come to Canada.
afternoon?
Thank you very much.
Yes, yes. I'm so excited. One of the things that when we were talking behind the scenes, and I asked you, what do you do? You retire uh, uh, person that were, naval. Did this was this a backup creation? Were you always creative? Do you know anything about creating apps? Did you invent other ideas in the past? Tell us a little bit about your creative juices, your creative side of you.
The answer to all of those is no. Actually, I'm a electrician by trade.
Okay.
Aviation electrician. Worked on F-18s and the helicopters and things. But no. But this is an idea me and my friend had probably, 7 years ago, and it was one of those things we talked about and we just threw it out the door. And
Okay.
then maybe 6 months ago, it popped in my
Hmm.
head again. And I did some research and I didn't find any other app out there that did this. And I was amazed that no one put these two things together. And so I did some more research on it, found out how much it would cost and how to make it and everything like that. Called up my friend, he wanted in on it, so we decided to build the app, and it's 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 awesome. And that intro I thought you gave was amazing because it solves one of the problems that we all do. Yeah,
Yes.
like we all have calendars and alarms and all this stuff, but
Mhm.
it's always we forget like the small things,
Yes.
like defrosting some food, or while you're on the way to the store you remember, oh, I need to pick this up too. But then when you get in the store you forget about it, or just any of life's small things you forget, or even if you set on an alarm, they always go off at the wrong time. When you're laying
That's
on the
right.
couch, when you're eating dinner with your family, like you don't want to get up from eating dinner and spending time with your family to change the laundry or something.
One
So
of the things that I was shocked, and I assume that you and your buddy, your business partner, were also very surprised that isn't that something out there already in the market or in apps? And there isn't. I mean, there
I
is a
couldn't
lot
find
of
it. And
exactly. There's a lot of similarity. There's a lot of ideas, but nothing that actually nails it. And I love the title, next time up, which is incredible. I don't know if you or your partner or maybe the wife or maybe a friend decided to come up with this name because this
well,
is perfect.
yeah,
And
well, that's what
that's
you always say. Next time I'm up, I want to do this. I want to do that, or I'll do that the next time I'm up. So it just became pretty much the perfect name when I just call it what it is, you know?
absolutely. What an idea. And you probably saw it on my intro when I mentioned I should have thought of this. And I'm so glad
I'm positive
that
everyone did.
everybody's saying the same thing. I'm so glad that you came up with this because it is a must. It is incredible the amount of time that we spend on our computer, especially like I said earlier, myself, that 3 4 hours just flies by. And if I don't have a pen or a paper to write things that I need to do next time I'm up, it doesn't get done. And
Right.
I'm thinking, I had this in my mind to do this, to get some water, to drink some water, and put it um, in my studio here so I can have some water, and it doesn't happen. So love it.
My
I love to find out, Jason, what is the reaction from people? Because how long has this app been up in the market?
it just went live. It might be maybe only a month and a half old, so it's still
Wow.
really new. I it's a brand new app. So get it while it's new.
It is new, absolutely, and one of the things that, we're coming to winter, fall, and it's interesting that when the weather just kind of gets a little bit on the colder side, we tend to sit more, and because of, depends where you are, if you're, a place that you don't like to use the heat a lot, so you just kind of tend to sit in the one place for a long period of time. Summer is a different thing, but winter, I think you calculated perfectly to be able to launch this in the fall and the winter, because that's when we tend to set a little longer than the summertime,
Yeah,
and is a perfect reminder. So guys, I don't want to forget to show you where you can find this is going to be on Apple, or the
it's on both app stores, or
yep.
you can go to the website xtimeimup.com. And we have
Perfect, perfect.
Instagram pages and Facebook pages and all of that. We're pretty
Wonderful.
accessible.
Now, for people that here is the App Store or Google Play, for people that are watching right now or will be watching later on, they're probably thinking, "Oh no, another app." What would you say is different from anything that you've seen? We talked a little bit already with in regards to how it will remind you, but what is the benefit or the more um, beneficial to
Right.
people that are going to download this?
So usually for a reminder slash productivity app, you set an
Okay.
alarm. And it could be for anything. To change the laundry or to defrost the food or whatever it is. Or I'm going to be up in a half an hour. Let me make sure I take the chicken out. Well,
Okay.
alarms always go off at the wrong time. You're still
Yes.
into your movie. You're still laying on the couch, relaxing, or you're still at the dinner table talking with your family.
Mhm.
Whatever it is, that alarm goes off at the wrong time. What this
Mhm.
what sets this all apart is you can set your reminder, and it can be 5 minutes later or 5 hours later, but it won't go
Mhm.
off until you stand up and you take a few steps away. So if you're like, well, the next time I'm up, I need to defrost the chicken, you set it down, and you can play with your phone and everything. But then when you actually stand up to walk away, maybe you need to get a drink of water or something, or just go into the other room, you'll get a quick notification that says, hey, you wanted to change the laundry too, or
Mhm.
defrost the food, and you can do it in your car too. So you can set it in your car on your way to the store, and you're like, oh, I need to get paper towels, so you can put that down. And when you get up out of your car and you start to walk away from your car, boom, paper towels comes up. It works at work for office supplies, or you got to go talk to someone next time you're away from your desk. It's
Mhm.
a non-timed reminder. You can't use it to um, for a doctor's appointment, but you can
Right.
but
Yes.
but you can set it to where when you get up and you start to walk away, it could be to call the doctor. This is all like, I always had a hard time changing the laundry. It stayed in the washer or the dryer forever, or I had a hard time defrosting food. I always got up to get something to drink, and I sat back down, and I always remembered what I had to do when I sat back down. Or
Same
or
here.
you need to take out the trash and you don't remember it till you're halfway down the steps, or that item you needed to bring outside, or whatever it is, just the small things in life. And this,
Mhm.
you set it down, and you can go about your sitting time, whether you're watching a movie that's 3 hours long, or you're just playing Sudoku on your phone. But when you
That's
get
right.
up and you start to walk away, boom, you get your reminder for whatever your task it is. And there's pre-made reminders on there: trash, defrost food, feed pet, all kinds of things. But there's also an unlimited amount of custom reminders that you can make and save. So if you and you can make your own colors, your own icons, write down everything. It's good for people that need to take medication.
Oh,
Like,
right.
yeah, like, oh, the next time I'm up, I need to take my medication, and you can write down what medication it is. There's a description that you can add. It has to be taken with food, with water, and you can customize your own reminders, everything about it, and you can make a million of them if you want.
Do you know what I think that I love about this app too is the reminder that you actually have to stretch, and
Yeah,
I tend to sit way too long. So to me, it's a biggie to be able to get my circulation, or even just a 5 minute, just a stretch, or even my walk. I love to do my walk, but now that winter and fall starts, you kind of tend to settle a little bit more and not bother by that reminder that you need to get your blood circulating. I love that. Is there a cost, Jason, for this app? A lot of people are wondering, am I going to have to pay a lot of money for this? I love to find that about because that could be a deal breaker for some people.
Right. So there is a 99-cent download cost, but there's no subscription, no ads, no signups, no anything. And all the future upgrades will be free. So it's just 99 cents to download, and that's all you'll ever pay. We did that like to make revenue, obviously, but to pay
Hmm.
for future upgrades too is going to be paid by just the 99-cent downloads. Like here soon, we're going to be connected to your smartwatches, so you don't even need to have your phone. It'll be set by your watch. So your phone can even stay on the coffee table, and when you get up and walk away, it's set off by your
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 app.
watch, your step counter on your watch. So it'll be on your smartwatch too. But no, it's only 99 cents. It's the one time download, and you have it for life. And there won't ever be any upgrades or in-app purchases or anything like that.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I think, hello, everyone. I think we all can afford 99 cents. And that's one of the apps that I'm definitely downloading on my phone because, again, being always on the studio and in the computer, there's so many things that always uh, forget because it's the reminder didn't work. So
Yeah.
that's going to be one of the things that is definitely a must. What is the reaction of friends and family members, Jason, that see you doing this type of work, and all of a sudden here you are, you and your buddy inventing some apps, and being creative, having the entrepreneur spirit. I assume that everybody is very, very supportive. Everybody is happy that you're putting yourself, creating different things. I love to find out. I mean, I assume, but it's nice to know because there are people out there, Jason, that are probably wondering. I love to create something like that. What does it take? What are the challenges? I mean, too many questions, but
Yeah.
let's talk about the supportive part of the family and friends.
Well, I mean, at first, well, everyone's been super supportive, and they were like, "Well, like that's really a good idea. Like we all have that problem, like
Yes.
that solves an issue that everyone has, and it actually, even since we launched, it helped out certain kinds of people, like people with ADHD. Excuse me, have a real like this really helps them out. So it's a big hit there. But I mean, it can help anybody. But like if you look at the icon, my my daughter picked out the icon. Like that's like so like she helped with it, and people gave us all kinds of ideas and everything like
Oh,
that. And there wasn't I think the only real challenge was you don't expect so many questions. Like when we go to build the app, how do you want the icons to look? What color do you want? How do you want them? Do you want two side by side? Do you want three, four? How big, small do you want them? Like where do you want this? Where do you want like there's you just have an idea, and it seems pretty easy. Yeah, like oh, I just wanted to like I kind of said that I want it built like a calculator. I want the people to be logged on. They hit. I want them to spend as little time in the app as possible, like 15 seconds at the most. Open it up,
right.
set your reminder, and close it. Kind of like a calculator. I just want the buttons there, and then that's it. They close it, and then that's it. And so like that seems easy in my head, but when you have to go
Right.
build it, it's like, oh, do you want them square, round, oval? And you're just like, I don't know. I didn't
The
think about
intricacy of the app, it's a little bit more than what you thought it would be, and I've gone through that myself, Jason, so
it. Yeah,
kudos to
there's
you
always
for
upgrades.
Yes, for sticking to it and having that dream and having that vision, and for the developer to actually see your vision. Are you satisfied? Obviously, this is brand new. It's only been up for a month, and changes will happen, I assume, in the long run. But as far as 1 month in the market, are you satisfied? Is it what you thought it would be? And I assume that this is going to be great.
Well, like it is very, very exciting. Yeah,
Yes.
and and I'm not gonna say there hasn't been like small setbacks or like, oh, we didn't think about that, so you have to do an upgrade real quick and push an update, but that's kind of fun and exciting too. And then
Yes.
of course we always want more downloads. I mean, that's, everybody would want that.
Mhm.
But no, it's been a wild ride, and I would say, like how I was saying earlier, that it's a big hit with the ADHD community. Within 2 or 3 days of us launching, I was on the phone with ADHD doctors explaining to me how good this is for people that have ADHD. I mean, it's good for everybody,
That's
but
right.
but like it really hits hard with them, and I'm being invited to like conferences. Like I have a conference in November in Dallas, like, and I'm like, this is crazy, man. Like, but it's it's hard, because um like people see the 99 cents and they just assume that it's, oh, I have to pay for this app and I'm gonna have to pay every month and everything. So that's been the barrier, really. And the only other way around that is we just had a whole meeting about it, is to do one of those things that everyone doesn't like, where you download the app for free, but then a day or two after that it pops up and says your free trial's over, now you have to pay
Yes.
99 cents, and no one likes that, and we don't, and we're going against that. Like if it'll maybe in 5 years, if we don't get enough downloads, we'll do that.
And
But
it's better to have the pay upfront, 99 cents.
exactly, so
It is there. You know that
we're
you've
trying to
taken
find a
care of
way
it.
to get past that barrier, and that's probably the hardest part. Like we have, like if you look on the shared screen right there, the first thing up there is no subscriptions, no in-app purchases, no anything. Like it's 99 cents and you got it for life. So we're uh we're thinking that, like, yeah, like the first one on the picture
Mhm.
right there, big, no subscriptions, like that's been our biggest hurdle so so far. So but we're hoping with this new update, where it gets attached to like the smartwatch and stuff, we add enough features to it that at least people would download it. For, I mean, it is 99 cents. We all buy that extra cup of coffee or something on the way to work.
I don't know where you getting a coffee for 99 cents, but yeah, with the coffee that people buy nowadays, you can get
Well, yeah.
like 10 downloads.
Well, yeah. Yeah, no, I know. And like, but it's that barrier that we knew we were gonna have to, we were gonna have to try to push. So
And congratulations, Jason. I'm very, very proud of you and creating something that is such a huge need nowadays, for all walks of life and HDZ. That's a bonus that I didn't expect that. And kudos to you. Congratulations again
thank
for
you.
having being part of the conference next coming up, which is probably an added bonus for you that you didn't expect. So
But
for
I don't know anything about ADHD, so it's been a wild ride with that.
Of course, of course.
If that's
For people
fancy.
to follow you through social, I know you have a website, and obviously it could be downloaded on Apple Play and also on Google. So, do you have social media for people to follow you?
Yes,
Instagram, Facebook?
we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you just do next time I'm up, uh, we're there. Like I post memes and stuff, or just info. Like I'll post. If there's an update coming up or something. But it's mainly just posts about trying to get the word out. Because this is a very practical idea, and I think, just like you said in the opening, everyone that reads it or does it, it's just like, man, this is like everyone had this idea. They're like, why can't I just get a reminder when I get up? That's when I need a that poke. Like, hey, you wanted to change the laundry, like,
Mhm,
oh,
mhm. I love the little logo, of the couch and the arrow going up.
yeah,
Was
thank you.
it something that, you thought it yourself? The production of the people that help you, the daughter, the wife, who came up with the idea?
Me and my partner quickly came up, like, and it probably came in like the first 5 minutes that we needed like a couch or a chair or something, and then like an arrow that points up, and then it came out to trying to find an air like a couch or a chair you like, and then maybe after 2 or 3 days we had it down to like three, and then I asked my daughter, I'm like, which couch do you like best? And she picked that one. I'm like, all right. And so I asked him, and he's like, that's fine. I like that one. Like, okay. And then it came for the arrow. And like, that's one of the things you don't think of is like, we went, like, we went through, hundreds of arrows trying to find the right arrow and how wide, like, and then if you want it skinny or wider and then pointier or squiggly, and like, you're just like, I didn't think any of this. Like,
No, you just wanted to get the product, done and ready to get downloaded, and no issues with it, with the, intricacy of the, design. I completely understand, but it's interesting when you're creating something, and I've interviewed a lot of creators, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of people that have those amazing ideas, inventors, and there's always that the little things that you
yeah,
don't think of, because you already have in your mind the vision of making it, uh, your mind is already done and ready to go,
yeah,
but you have I'm good thing that you have your family, your friends, your daughter to help you out with the design, because those are the things that as an inventor you don't think of that, so which
yeah.
is
We just
incredible.
which and we just said, like, we just want to keep it as simple as possible. We don't want fancy. This isn't a fancy app. It's not there to make you look or to make everything look cool. It's there to help you remember something, or what a lot of people have been doing too is it helps them set a new routine. So
Mhm.
like even though they're on the couch watching a movie before bed, they can set a a reminder to brush their teeth or something. So or to floss, you know what I mean? So like when they get up to go to bed, it's like floss. Like, that's right, I'm starting a new routine, and then after you do it, they say 27 days, you don't have to do it anymore. But it's really good for just about any aspect of life, really. So
Absolutely.
that was
It's
always
funny that
hard for
you
me.
meant
Oh,
it's
God.
interesting and funny that you mentioned the dentist. We were just yesterday for our regular 6 month checkup with our dentist, and
Listen,
one of the things that he did say, we need to floss more, Lizzie.
they always
And
say
I'm
that.
thinking, well, if I actually had a reminder, look at this, Freudian slip. I probably will do it more often. So here it is. I, of all people, needed to get a reminder to floss, to get up, to stretch, and to in the winter now that is coming, I need a reminder to go for my, even if it's my 30-minute walk,
Yeah.
to get my blood circulate. That's going to be a must for me as well. What are your expectation? I mean, I know you want everybody, the whole world to download it, but
Well,
what are you
don't you
looking
all?
forward what are you looking forward in this project? What is your main uh, goal coming up? I don't know, in the next year or so, 5 years.
Well, I mean, hopefully, just like anyone else that's starting off a business or an app or a radio show or a podcast, like, you hope to
Hmm.
just keep getting more subscribers, more downloads. I want to constantly improve the app. Um, right now, we're having kind of a talk about if we do get enough revenue off of this, do we make it into a full fledged like planner kind of app, like a Google Calendar kind of app and thing? And that's we're talking with some with some people that have downloaded the app, and just a bunch of like friends and family, because it can go both ways. But it's always good to surround yourself with other types of people too, and just ask people that have used the app, like, what do you think we can do next? Because
Mhm.
like I personally didn't think of a smartwatch because I don't have a smartwatch, I like, but I think it was my mom was like, oh, you should make it into like a smartwatch app too, so when because people that have smartwatches don't carry their phones anywhere, so the app really wouldn't help them, and
Mm,
like, well,
that's right.
that makes that makes a good amount of sense, but that cost a lot of money, so we had to wait the first month to get a little bit of revenue in to to pay for that. So hopefully that's coming in the next 2-3 weeks. So, but people have ideas, and some of them are good, some of them are, I won't want to say bad, but not practical,
Mhm.
but it just depends. Like the one about making it into like a full kind of calendar and a full alarm and stuff, that's kind of like our main uh, conversation right now, because it's one of those things you want to do it so people don't need 5 calendar apps or
That's
alarm apps,
right.
but it's also do what you do, don't do what you're not,
Mhm.
like Google Calendar's pretty good. You know what I mean? Like all these calendar and reminder alarms, they have their niche. Our niche is movement. So I'm going with staying what we're doing, but improve it other ways. Like
Mhm.
we have ideas, and I almost bit one out there real quick, but I don't want to do that. Trade secret.
That's right. No, no, no. And I appreciate that. I know that you have things that you're working on, and things that you foresee, you and your partner foresee things that are happening in the next near future. And we appreciate for you to keep that and surprise us, what is coming up. By the way, everyone, it is you can see here it is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We want to make sure we follow them, but most important, download. That's one of the things that I'm going to do myself. Just download it and try it out. I know Google has a review as well. If if you provide a review, that will be amazing,
Yes,
because that will
please
tell.
rate and review, please.
That's right. That will tell the creator how well they're doing and what they need to improve, and new updates that needs to be done. So I believe in reviews hugely, because we don't know everything, right? Lizzie
Yeah,
doesn't know everything, and Jason doesn't know everything. But if you could help us in that sense, that would be greatly appreciated. And absolutely, so check it out, everyone. The website, it is very easy, nexttimeapp.com. Nexttimeapp.com. As you can see here, the little couch, love it, love it. This is a family business. Everybody's putting an input. And
everyone has their.
yeah, it is definitely, I really appreciate and value things like this, because it to come up with an idea and actually work on it and action it is totally different than thinking about it. A lot of us have ideas, and we don't do anything with it. So here is
Yeah,
a testimony for all of you that are sitting on something incredible. If you don't act on it, somebody like Jason will.
I mean, yeah, like
Because when I
I'm
was looking
lucky.
at this, and I was like, I should have thought of
I,
that.
I just found
But
lucky because, like I said, we had this idea 7 years ago, and
wow.
and come back in my head 6 months ago, and luckily, no one else put two and two together, so we hopped on it. We finally had the money. Back then we didn't, but it was like, all right, well, let's build this app. Let's see what happens.
Exactly. Yes, let's see what, and that's really my segue to one of the last questions that I have for you. If it's somebody watching us today or tomorrow or later on, this is recording on our website, not only on our YouTube channel and all social media, but if it's somebody is sitting on something or if somebody has an idea, what would you say would they do? What was the steps that you took to actually take action?
The first one was call around, do as much research, like call people, see if you can. Well, first, if you think the idea might already be there, like I thought mine would already be done, call around, search the internet, scour it, see if your idea is already done, or and if it is, if it's done right, they might have the idea but do it wrong. And then after that, I mean, practically, like you have to find the money, and you can get partners. There's all kinds of ways. Like if your idea is that good, you'll find partners or people to invest in you, and just you have to dig down low and do what you got to do to get it produced, to make it. And then it feels good. Like I'm not gonna lie, it feels good, even though it's an app and stuff. Like it feels good to actually build something and see your money, your hard work into it finally, like on an app store, and people downloading it or doing, webcams, podcasts, interviews with doctors and stuff, or whatever your product is. Seeing people actually use it is it's amazing.
I can imagine the feeling that from a little concept from you and your partner, your friend, having this thought, this idea, and now actually happening, and being interviewed and talk to people all over the world. Here you are from United States. We're here in Canada. Our show has been watched all over the world, and yeah, people are. You probably are feeling the excitement now, and I highly advise you for you to enjoy this moment
It is
because
nice.
this is the honeymoon stage.
Yeah.
It will be a time when you're like, oh, we need to do an update or we need to
Yeah.
change things, and so this is the the romance part of it, and now later on is when the child is already 5 year old or even the terrible twos. You know
Right.
that,
Yeah.
and yeah, you're gonna have to run after it, and it's a completely different story. But enjoy this moment, the spotlight. Enjoy sharing with the world your idea, giving advice. I mean, this believe it or not, this could turn into you advising other inventors, other entrepreneurs to follow your dream. And this is what I did when I had to do this. You could be getting awards later on in life. We don't know. I've
Yeah.
interviewed
You'll
people
never
all
know.
over the world, authors that are just starting, writing little books, and now they're publishers themselves. And so I know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this for over 7 years now, and I've seen people with tiny little ideas like yourself and being big shots, and I'm so proud that you and many others have come through this humble show and share this incredible experience with me. So I appreciate it, and I think
Thank
that
you.
you're doing amazing.
Thank you for that, and thank you for the opportunity to come on your show and tell everyone about next time I'm up.
Awesome. So do not forget, everyone. The website is called Next Time Up. You can download it on Apple Store and Google Play. They're all over social media. We will be definitely downloading the LizyT Show. We'll be downloading because it is a must for me. And absolutely, if you comment, you share, or even questions, make sure you forward it to Jason Bird, and or even to myself. We can forward to him as well. This has been such an honor and privilege, Jason, to be able to pass through here, Canada.
Ditto.
And
Yep.
congratulations again on your great achievement, your great invention, and all the best in the near future.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Thank you. And
Okay.
have a good night,
Well,
everybody.
have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you right back.
Night.